Hey, it's Haley with Usborne Books and More. I am here to show you some wonderful books for the children in your lives. There are so many great books we have. I'm just going to show you a few, and you can get an idea of things that may be perfect for your children. First thing I'm going to show you is a book for the youngest of children. Newborns, infants, kids who can't really fold the page or turn the pages and enjoy the story of a book yet. We have these accordion style books. This one is called On the Farm. We also have 1, 2, 3 Counting. The reason these are so wonderful is they open up. You have a very large scene for a baby. It's perfect for tummy time. It's two-sided, so one side is black and white with the contrast, and the other side is far more colorful. Like I said, during tummy time, little baby can sit there and look at these pictures and just enjoy them. Next, I'm going to show you some of our little boxed sets we have. This one, baby's very first little black and white library. This one was one of my son's favorites. He still loves it. He's almost 3. And again, there's contrast in here, black and white, a little bit of color. It's great for young ones. And if you look through, there's just simple pictures with a word, so they can go through and start to understand, in this case, the different faces, the different parts of a face. And they love to look through it with their little hands, being able to flip these board book pages. Now, I have to now show you my very favorite series out of everything we have in Usborne. I actually bought a ton of these before I even had any children because I was obsessed. We have the Usborne Touchy-Feely books. That's not my. If you know anything about Usborne, this is probably it. These books, they have a topic. In this case, that's not my meerkat. How amazing is that? And each page goes through and it talks about meerkats that aren't your meerkats. That's not my meerkat. Its ears are too fluffy. And as you feel, the ears are fluffy. Every page has textures for the young children to be able to go through and feel, as well as a cute little story that they soon memorize and enjoy reading back to you. That's not my meerkat. Its cheeks are too squashy. If you feel it, it's got plush, squashy cheeks. And when you get to the very last page, you always find your animal or your object. That is my meerkat. Its tummy is so soft. So we have so many of these in the That's Not My series. We have animals, we have tractors, we have mermaids, we have all sorts of things. They're wonderful. Oh, I've got a monkey one. I'm telling you, we have, I don't even know how many. Okay, now, another favorite in our house, the baby's very first Slide and See books. They don't have a lot of words, but they have great things for kids to be able to interact with, get their hands on, play around with. They love them. This one is the Slide and See Farm. We also have Animals and Under the Sea. And if you notice, there's little slidey things where they can slide it back and forth and change the picture. A lot of people like these for their young children because there's not flaps. A lot of parents worry that their kids are going to pull flaps out. But these, they just put their finger in and they move things around and around. I have to show you my favorite page in this book. It's the cows page. And as you fill it up or you lift it up, the milk fills up on the page. So like I said, we've got several in this series, and it is a great series. Okay, here's another fun one, Muddle and Match. I'm just showing you that we have 4 in this series. I have to say, I discovered these ones not too long ago, just before I signed up as a consultant, and fell in love with this book series. So, kids love this. They're kind of funny. These books are funny because you have a little alliterative story. Marvin the Mighty Monkey moves toward the mark on the map to meet the mysterious magical meerkat. The cool thing about this is there's flaps in here, and the child can flip that flap and flip this flap, and now they have a funny picture and a funny story. Every time you flip a flap, you change the picture and you change the story. And there's so many different combinations you can get in there. Just keep flipping them. You change up the picture, you change the story. Now, I had some people mention that they love Dr. Seuss. The Muddle and Match kind of remind me of funny things with Dr. Seuss. But let me share with you some others that have a very Dr. Seuss-like feel. First of all, we have phonics readers. I love the phonics readers because, number one, these help children start to read. Helps them to learn their phonics. And what's really great about our phonics readers is in the front cover, it tells you about phonics. And on the back page, it actually talks about the words that are in that book, and it helps the parent be able to figure out how to break it apart and help their child be able to read. Now, these are fun books. They're rhyming. They've got a little bit of a goofy story to them. This one is Goose on the Loose. Let me just read you this page. Goose is on a scooter. She can't stay and play. She's a goose on the loose. Get out of my way. As you flip through and read the silly story, you'll also come across some pages. Goose is scooting to Ted's shed. Look out behind you. Watch out, Ted. And then you open a little flap and there's more to the story. Ted ends up in his flower bed. So it's rhyming, it's a silly story, and the kids are working on phonics. Now, this is another one that reminds me of Dr. Seuss. It's got a lot of rhyme to it, and my son loves this. He likes to read it with me. I can pause and he'll finish the story with me. I'm a Dirty Dinosaur. I'm just going to read you a little bit of it. This is one of our Kane Miller books. It is written by Janine Bryan and illustrated by Ann James. I'm a dirty dinosaur with a dirty snout. I never wipe it clean, I just sniff and snuff about. Sniff, sniff, snuff, snuff, sniff and snuff about. You can catch on to the rhythmic feel to this book, and the whole thing is so funny. And it's amazing because if you look at the pictures, the illustrator actually used real mud in their illustrations, and so on the illustrations these are smears of real mud. We have another one because this was such a hit that just came out called I'm a Hungry Dinosaur. Same idea, same character. With the illustrations, they used actual chocolate frosting and cake and things to be able to illustrate this one. And it's got the same rhythmic feel. It's a really fun one that kids just love. Last, in one of my other videos, I highlight the Look Inside, See Inside, and the big books. We have those. They're great for kids of all ages. We have wonderful subjects. Somebody specifically told us that their son loves trains. So I just wanted to show you that in the Look Inside, we do have trains. See Inside, trains. Both of those are flap books. And then we have the big book of big trains where you can open up the pages and really, really see what a big train looks like. Fun one. Again, we've got so many in these series. You have got to check them out. Anyway, I hope that helped a little bit, giving you some ideas for the kids in your lives. Please let me know if you have any other questions, and I will see you soon.